One boy was very fond of looking at the stars. Already at the age of 5, he learned to find constellations in the sky. And when he turned 8, his parents gave the boy a real telescope. Every day before going to bed, the boy sat in front of the telescope and searched the sky for the largest stars, Sirius, Betelgeuse, Procyon, and then I looked at other stars, Acherna, Alpha Centauri, Arcturus, Canopus, Beta Oriona, Vega and others. Sometimes it seemed to the boy that the stars were shining only for him, since other people looked at the stars a little and looked more at the ground under their feet, and sometimes it seemed to the boy that the stars wanted to tell him something, and when he thought about it, goosebumps ran down his spine, and he really wanted to figure out what secrets the stars were hiding. The boy read many books about the stars, and although he learned a lot about the stars, he did not like these books. He did not believe that the stars are just big fireballs that hang in the void of space. He liked legends and myths about the stars much more. In myths, the stars could be beautiful divine creatures or some terrible monsters. In myths, stars had souls and minds. They were alive and could influence people's lives. In one book, the boy read that the stars are holes in the stellar sphere that covers the earth. In another book, the stars were the eyes of an ancient god who looked at the earth and created this world. And if one day this ancient deity suddenly stops looking at the earth, the world will cease to exist. The boy began to look more closely at the stars, and he noticed that if these were really eyes, then these eyes did not belong to one being. After all, not all the stars were looking at the earth. Some of them were looking at other stars, and sometimes it was a very angry look. After the boy realized that the stars were someone's eyes, he was afraid to approach the telescope, but he could not stop himself. He learned to distinguish between different views: empty, kind, malicious. Most of all, there were empty looks, and least of all, there were kind ones. But the most insidious were the evil stars. They pretended to be empty or kind, but when it seemed to them that no one saw them, such anger poured out of them that the sky next to them began to turn grey and hurt. And one day, the evil stars saw that the boy was looking at them, and now, as soon as the boy approached the telescope, all the evil stars immediately turned towards him. The boy stopped looking at the telescope, and then folded it up and put it in a box. However, the evil stars continued to follow him. At night they looked out his window, and then the boy had nightmares. In these dreams, huge monsters descended from the sky and tried to get the boy out of his house. The only thing that saved the boy was that the monsters had big paws that couldn't fit through the windows, and even during the day, the boy began to feel like someone was watching him from the sky. And on the street, he began to notice people who had eyes like evil stars, and these people were looking for the boy. But because of the bright light they went blind, and the boy managed to escape from them. But every day they got closer. One morning, the boy looked out the window and saw 3 people in the courtyard of the house. They looked at the boy, seeing him even through the walls. The boy screamed in fear and began calling for his mom and dad. But when his parents entered his room, the boy saw all that starry evil look in their eyes. Many, many years ago, the star people lived on this earth, the creature said in his dad's voice. But people came and began to kill us, and those who remained were kicked out. They chased us until there was no place left for us on earth, and then we had to go to heaven. The creature continued in Mom's voice, but we didn't forget. We waited a very long time, and now we're back. The boy had only one way out, and he ran and jumped out the window. But on the street, he was caught by other people with the eyes of evil stars. "Where are you running to?" they said, "because even if you run to the edge of the earth, we will still find you and kill you, as people used to kill us." They picked up the boy and carried him into the house. "We'll take your eyes to look with. We'll take your feet to walk with. We'll take your hands to kill with," the boy screamed, but the star people only laughed. "We will take your voice and your tears away from you, so that you cannot scream and cry. What will you do then? The star people carried him into the room and put him on the bed. We'll even take away your death, so that you don't have anything left at all.